Hello everybody and welcome back to Didsbury Art Studio. I'm Sally, an art textiles teacher, and in today's video we're going to be doing some circle quarter folds. Bear with me with this. I have done a video on this before, but in the last video that I did, I used some felt and I thought, do you know what, I'd really like to use that felt again, but do some circle quarter folds, and I will show you how to do this. So let's get into it. So all the fabrics are ironed, and now I'm just going to get to drawing around the top of this plant pot and doing some circles. Okay, so I've got a series of piles of fabrics, and I am going to be using the top of this plant pot here to draw around because it's the perfect circle size for me. That is about 4 inches in diameter. So I'm just going to draw around that with a pencil, and I've folded over my fabric so I will get 2. Just using a pencil with that, but I have been using a chalk pencil and also my tailor's chalk. And in fact, this tailor chalk, which I mentioned last video, it's really good because it's obviously got different colours. It really does help. Gosh, that's gone everywhere. It really does help using different fabric colours and having the different tailor's chalk colours as well. I will show you what I've got done already. I've also got a pile here of fabrics. I've got some satin, I've got some flannel, some cotton fabric, I've got some polka dot and some stripy fabric. And for this one pile, I've got some satin again. We've got some pink cotton, organza fabric, got some gingham, floral, flannel and some tie-dyed at the back there. And again, I've used the top of my plant pot. I just keep my pencils in here actually. Yeah, so I've got 3 different piles and I'll show you what I am going to do with these firstly. Okay, so you can see with this satin fabric, doubled it over around the plant pot. See, I got that from IKEA. And I just used the red tailor's chalk for it. So I'm going to cut these out now. These are the ones that I've just cut out, nice and big, and we've got a couple of each of those, so really happy with that little colour scheme going on. So we're now going to do this little pile here. These ones here, so once again we've got a nice tie-dyed piece that I've done ages ago. We've got the flannel, more tie-dye, floral gingham, some satins and cottons in there. So that's my next pile. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got this one. So we've just got a couple of colours in here. Let's get this one done. I think I'd seen this little box. I think it was either B&M or Home Bargains. It's actually great because I can just put a load of those pins, the glass top pins in there. I think it's supposed to be like a little mini travel box, which again is still great for that, but it's also pretty good for holding all those pins. So I'm really happy with these fabrics. I chose them all yesterday because I just think they all tie in really well together, and I think that the textile technique circle quarter folds will work exceptionally well with the fabrics. I do absolutely love putting fabrics together. Although I like shopping online, I do like going into shops and feeling the fabrics. Often I can be swayed by the weight of the fabric or how it feels on me from buying clothes. And I'm just the same when I'm putting textile pieces together. So that's that, done and dusted. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna pop together maybe 3 3, 4, maybe 5. It depends on how many fabrics my needle is going to be able to go through. But right now I'm just going to choose some fabrics that I'd like to go together. So how about the stripy with the flannel with the polka dot? And then all we're going to do is fold them in half and make our circle quarter folds like this. In fact, I think that one's fine with just 3 because the flannel is making it quite thick. Some pins. I'm just gonna keep what I've made, so I'll go at a different one. So obviously that one, it's got the polka dot on the outside. So let's have a satin one on the outside. Pink, light pink. What should we do? Polka dot. Okay, we're gonna fold that one and fold that again. Oh, look at that. Love that. So I'm going to hold it together with my pin, and I've got 3 left here. So what should we have on the outer bit? Let's go with the darker pink. Let's go with the satin. See, that satin will be really nice because it's obviously going to fray. I love that. Pop you on the time lapse, speed it up, do a few different combinations. Okay gang, this is what we got. Lush, lush, beautiful. Oh, these are just so cute, aren't they? So what we need to do now, look at the colour combos. So obviously depending on the thicknesses of the fabrics and the combinations, most of them are done with 3 circles. I think the odd one with a 4. I think the last one was with a 4, maybe that one. So what I'm going to do now is just sew the little corners just with a little stitch, and then we'll check them out once again. I'm just using a single thread here. Take my pin out. Just put a little stitch through, like that. You can put maybe 2 through, just to be sure. Unbelievably cute. Look at those. That one's really cheerful, isn't it? Love that. Gorgeous. They're all different, so we can think about organising these how we want them to go, really. Just interrupting you here to say that if you're enjoying this video so far, there is another video called the Ruffles video, which you might want to check out here, as it isn't that dissimilar to this one that we're doing, but I'm using different dyed fabrics and it's part of a project, a textile project, which you may also enjoy. If you've watched some of my videos before, how I try to think about what works best, I always just lay out the fabrics like that. Then we can just pop these on top and just see what the best background fabric might be. Okay, so what do you reckon? So it needs to be quite a strong, sturdy fabric to sew these on top of. The red's quite cool actually, isn't it? Pink. Satin. Do-do-do-do. Right. Oh, this is tricky. Tricky. What do you reckon? Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. That one is quite similar. Now we're back to these two. Just a bit worried about the red. I feel like it's a bit Christmassy. I don't want it to be, obviously. Honestly, I'm actually finding this quite tricky because I'm gravitating mainly to this because this is my usual comfort zone where I 100% love this peachy satin. These look quite delicate on it. But then the boldness is so striking on the red. It's quite dramatic. But I still feel like it's a bit Christmassy, so right, decision made. I got the layout. I'm gonna use these long ones. Make sure I don't lose where I want them to go. Okay, so finally we're on the last one here, and you can see that all I've been doing is just putting a little stitch through the base fabric and through the little circle quarter folds, and I've just been placing them where I want them to go. So this last one here, I'm just going to just prop it up like that, and I'm actually just going to try and sew that like that, just a little bit differently, just so that it props some of the others up. So I'm going to come up through the fabrics. It's so nice for me doing these samples for YouTube videos is that when I was doing full-time teaching, I've got to say, obviously in education, in schools, you know, I did my samples for projects, I did a lot of samples, but I was really stretched, obviously, for time. And it's just so nice for me to be able to do my own work and just get it out of my system. Not that I think it'll ever go, but it's just, you've got to keep developing yourself, haven't you, in order to be a good teacher as well. So that is finitoed. Let's have a look at that. Oh, how nice. Oh, I love that. So you can just kind of style it how you want it to go, just moving them around. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, I'm going to throw in just another little one that I'd really like to do. So I've got this gorgeous wool, which you've seen probably in the last video. I've drawn around these little pots. Again, I got those from IKEA, very cute. I think they're 2.5 inches in diameter, and cut a load of circles out. How many have I got there? 12 of them. And I'm just choosing the thread colour. They're not all perfectly going with this colour, so I'm going to go with the best one that I think. So we'll go with that dark-ish red. So instead of me using a collection of the fabrics, I'm using contrasting fabrics in there, you see? I'm just going to use the wool. I think when I was messing about with the fabrics in the last video, I was just sort of sculpting them a little bit, and I quite liked the way that whether they're all going to be circle quarter folds, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just kind of sculpting them a bit and propping them next to one another. Bear with me. You see what I'm doing there? I'm just literally moving the fabric around and putting a little stitch in at the bottom. How cute does that look? So my approach is just fold that in half. You can just decide how you want that to go. I mean, just keep experimenting, really. And then I'm just popping it next to the others, and then popping a little hand stitch coming up from the back. If you're enjoying this video so far, I've also got another video which I think you'd quite like. It's called Using Circles for Fabric Manipulation, and it's using some velvet fabric, repetition of the circles and sculpting them onto fabric. So check out that one, it's up there. We have finitoed. There's the little sample. Very happy with that. And there's the, oops, you're standing on it, the other one. So I just thought I would show you these two. I do absolutely love these two. It's making me want to do more, in fact, with all the other tons of fabrics that I have. But yeah, we probably need to try it on the mannequin really, don't we? So I hope you enjoyed my video today, and if you did, don't forget to give me a big like. That really does help the channel grow. And if you're new around here, why not subscribe? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Anyway, I shall see you in the very next video. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you shortly. Bye!